Hey y'all, so it's Monday morning and just finished a 5 show weekend at Paramore and I'm sitting on the couch. I have understudy rehearsal today and a show tonight. And I was just thinking, it's something I think that I never really get to talk about. And I did this huge takeover for Humans of Broadway on Snapchat, and I got a lot of questions about Broadway and what it's like. And it's fascinating to me from my perspective now, right? When I was a kid, Broadway had a real glamour quality to it. And to a certain degree it still does. I mean, it's just being in the entertainment industry is what it is. People glamorize it and they glamorize the Olympics. The reality is that you're a human and you have needs and life and anyway, the point is, from my perspective now, looking at Broadway is it's a tough lifestyle. It's not that the job is tough because I mean, of course it is. Doing 8 shows a week is hard. When you love what you do, it doesn't matter how hard it is. You do it. What's tricky for me at this point in my life is the lifestyle, because as an artist, it's hard to be satisfied. You're always going to want more. That's just the truth of being an artist, because you're a creator. And creation means that you're always wanting to be doing something new. You're always want to be making something new. And when you get into Broadway, especially with the long running hits, you get into a pattern of not being able to do something new all the time because you're working. You're working full time. You're making great money. You're getting pension and benefits because, thank God, because of Actors Equity. And if you go see tours and you go see stuff, make sure you're seeing stuff that supports the Actors Equity Union, because they provide living wages for performers, and quite often a lot of people aren't, audiences aren't aware of whether or not it's an equity show or not. But on Broadway, you're getting great benefits and great money. But as an artist, you're never satisfied. And people have this saying, you hear this a lot, that you want to make an actor unhappy, give them a job. And I hate that saying because, well, I guess partly because it's true, but also like it's not that simple. You can't be a painter and paint one painting your entire life. Painters are painting millions of things at the same time. So you can't treat an actor differently from any other artist. And what you start to notice in the long running shows especially is a lot of people get stuck because they're grateful to have money and they're grateful to have pension and all the benefits that come from being in a long running show, but they're missing the stimulation of being an artist and having something new. And that's where the complaining comes in, and the unhappiness is that actors really want to be empowering themselves as artists. And so that's one of the things that inspired me to want to be a life coach, actually, is I want to empower actors to not be satisfied with the status quo. I want to empower humans to not be satisfied with the status quo. You don't have to do something just because people tell you it's what you're supposed to do, just because Broadway seems like the right thing to do because it's glamorous and it's this monumental thing of success. It's also, you're sacrificing a lot for it. You're sacrificing a lifestyle and time away to spend time with your family and go to weddings and all kinds of things in order to make a producer a lot of money. And in the end, you get to save a little bit of money, but the show will close and that producer will pocket whatever profits they made, and then you have to find more work. And so in some ways, I envy artists, actors who are in smaller markets like DC or Chicago, because yes, they have to work day jobs. They got to work, at a restaurant, or they have to do other things to pay the bills, but they're constantly being stimulated as artists. They're constantly getting to dig their teeth into something new. So it's a hard question to ask when people ask me, what I love about being on Broadway, because I love it. I love it for the nostalgia of being on Broadway. It was a goal of mine as a kid. I love it for the credibility it provides me, because it certainly does give me a level of experience and credibility that will go far in other places. But right now it's like I just want to be auditioning for commercials or doing a reading of a new play or developing other things as an actor. And I'm lucky because I get to, I have my life coaching business on the side, and I write, and I just empower people to don't make Broadway the goal. Make Broadway be a path, be a step along the path to the goal of being an artist and constantly allowing yourself to keep stimulating that part of your brain. Be a creator and don't wait for the jobs to come along that are going to allow you to be a creator. Just do it. Just be a creator. You've got nothing to lose. Oh, wow. I needed to hear that myself. So go forth on this week, create, be an artist. We are all creators because we came from the great creator. And if we're not creating, then we're not doing God's work. And I encourage you to take a moment today to do that. And I'm going to head to rehearsal. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Broadway. Broadway. Broadway, Leah.
Turd.
Broadway, Leah.
Turd.
Broadway, Leah. Broadway, Leah.